Yo, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino. How you doing? Happy Monday to you. As usual, got my man D Hicks in the building. What's good, D?
What's happening, Nino?
Man, chilling. Had a great weekend this weekend. How about you?
Man, been a blast. Man, a lot on TV, bro.
Oh, yeah. Got to check out that Conor McGregor fight.
He got cheated.
I knew you was going to say that. But we're going to talk about that in a little bit, boy. We got a great show lined up. But you got a new independent artist of the week this week, Zanny B.A. You know what I mean? Zanny Bad A.
Zanny Bad A. So we got to be careful what we say. So.
You know what I mean? With his, what's the new cut he got?
Late Night Tip.
Yeah, I keep wanting to say Late Night Creep, but that's another song. That's a West Coast song. Man. But it's Late Night Tip with Lil Zanny Badass around here. You know what I mean? One of Evansville's newest upcoming artists. And if you are an upcoming independent artist or entrepreneur, you would like to be considered for the Independent Artist of the Week slot here on Urban Revolution Radio, all you have to do is submit your music in MP3 form with a clean version of it to ninoincognito@gmail.com with a brief description of what you got going on. And if it's on point, we will show it some love. Got the interview with Zanny Badass coming up in a little bit during this hour. Plus, got some great news. We're going to talk about that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 264 that it was
right
this past weekend. Man, I think I missed like half of it, but I thought it didn't even start till
it started like around 5 o'clock.
I know. I didn't think it started till like 7, 8 o'clock, but I missed almost half of the time. But that's all good though. Plus, Black Widow killed it at the box office this weekend. Anybody talking about people wasn't going back to the movie theaters and all of that stuff? It was there. The UFC 64 sold out movie theaters in AMC for the sports side. Now that AMC has started to do that, and Black Widow came in and set pandemic box office records with 80 million just domestic here in the United States.
Money, man.
Talk more about that in a little bit. Plus, Jay-Z catching a little bit of backlash for kind of snubbing a fan. We'll talk about that. Plus, Bill Cosby, he's getting snubbed, trying to set up his comedy.
Pop man.
He's trying to get his comedy show tour up in action, trying to get that going, and he's running to a couple of bumps in the road. People, they pushing back on Bill Cosby doing a comedy tour. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Plus, a fight on Evansville's northwest side ends in a death, and a burglary at another Evansville business was reported. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Great show lined up for you today. It's Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino, sponsored by Loudberries Clothing at loudberries.com for the 420 clothing enthusiasts. Get all of your 420 related gear and get fresh to death for the remainder of the summer at loudberries.com. You can check out the link in the description below on our Facebook page. It's Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and D Hicks. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018. On the Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. And we got a great show lined up for you. Had a great time this past weekend watching the UFC 264. You know, they was charging like $75 to get that on the pay-per-view. But it was $25 just to go see it at a UFC theater.
That's not bad.
You know what I mean? On the big screen. It's like you were there. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that was missing was like the smell of the sweat.
Is that $25 per person?
$25 per person in there, yeah, for the whole event. But you got to think how long that event is. A regular movie ticket is $12. 11 and some change. And that's just for 2 hours.
Right, it's for a few 3-4 hours.
That was more than that. What you say, the thing started,
came on at 5,
and it didn't go off till midnight.
Yes,
you know that's 7 hours right there.
They had one hell of a premium.
Man, so that's like $3 an hour. You know, that's a deal right there to get those. So that if I prefer to watch it, on the pay-per-view. You caught it on the big screen. That's just me. But, otherwise, I would have gone to the UFC theater to see it because I would have wanted the experience just to see it on a live screen, big screen like that with other people. It's just something about watching those sporting events like that with other people, just like we were here watching it with the fellas. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get to talk and hear the scream, and everybody's emotional about it. So you so imagine being in the AMC movie theater and you saw them punches that was going down, the fights that was going down, and everybody at the same. Whoa! Can you imagine trying to watch a movie in a theater next door? You'd have to have the UFC and the UFC playing in the same theater next door. Because couldn't nobody in the movie theater next door concentrate on what, like if they was watching Black Widow next door to a UFC 264 fight.
Yeah, I'm sure they had the range.
Man, and you just stop screaming. You wouldn't have been able to enjoy that movie like that. Because I can imagine we were in here losing our minds.
Oh, man. We only had 4 of us, right? 4 of us, so it was pretty loud.
Imagine a whole movie theater full. But yeah, AMC theaters around the country was sold out for this UFC 264 event. Like I said, I came in on like the half end of it at about the 7 o'clock hour of it to catch up the pre-later. But they were super. Like the one dude was trying to, he looked like he was playing a video game. He did the little front row. He had the little, he did the little front row kick and then the jumping off the gate and the Superman punches. Man, this dude looked like my guy off my virtual fighter game. For real, man. He was doing it all. Man, he was doing it all. He was doing it all. But that was an exciting fight right there. But the main event from last night was the Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier 3. Number 3. Now,
I don't think Poirier proved himself, dog.
You really sticking to that, D?
Yes, because McGregor broke his leg.
But before that, you didn't think that Poirier was
y'all didn't see what I seen, bro. When he slipped, he looked at him when they was down in a position when I said he's gonna get choked out. McGregor looked up at the ref and looked down at his leg, but the ref didn't stop the fight.
His leg wasn't hurt at that point.
Yes, it was too, bro.
No, because he had his arm, he had his leg wrapped around dude's body.
Because body gave way on that joint, man.
What he was complaining about was that dude was using the fence as leverage to counteract that choke. And that's when I was sitting there he got no crank on that. He got no crank because his body was vertical.
Yeah, I give you that.
So he wasted a whole bunch of energy trying to hold that. Because he had the guillotine choke with the leg holding the ankle that he ended up breaking. That was the one that he was holding like this.
I thought Poirier said that he heard something snap.
No, that was when he actually broke. When he stepped back, that was her. When he popped that ankle out of place.
Stoppage, TKO, no fight.
But before that, so you telling me those elbows that Poirier was landing on McGregor's forehead when they was down there in the clinch, those punches that he was giving McGregor when they was doing the stand up.
Oh yeah, that's a hell of a punch, dog. But what I'm saying though, by technical knockout, the man did not straight up beat.
Well, in that case, Poirier was robbed. Then, if you want to go that way, Poirier was the one that was robbed because he was beating McGregor. At the time, his ankle, bro, he had McGregor even falling back. That's how McGregor ended up planting his foot wrong, and bringing it up because Poirier had him on the back up after they had just got out of that clinch. He had landed like 3-4 good elbows to his forehead.
So McGregor didn't shook him out though, baby.
He didn't shake that. He got up and backed up and broke his own ankle. He didn't shake nothing. He was dazed. He felt them.
But I don't think he's gonna come back from this, dog.
And that's the thing about it. McGregor, they say that at 2 out of 3, when you lose 2 out of 3 to the same fighter, that's usually the downfall of your career.
But I don't really see the downfall because dude broke his a leg.
I mean, even then,
so you know what I mean? Go out like that though, man. Even if he would have lost the whole fight when he lost, I still would have had more respect for Poirier winning. But like I don't even think Poirier wanted to win like that because all of that stuff. He said karma.
But he didn't want to win. He wanted to destroy McGregor because of all of the stuff McGregor
was saying. He was
death threatening, talking about, I hope somebody shoots you and all that. McGregor was going way above and beyond the regular. You know what I mean? So that's what dude was like. No, I want to punish him. I didn't want him to break it. You know, he said karma's a mug. You know what I mean? But, I would have preferred to finish giving it to him the way that I would give. He didn't want to win like that. I think he feels like he was kind of robbed a little because they are fans just like you.
Right.
feel like maybe McGregor could have came back in that second round.
Yeah,
shook off
most definitely. The round was almost over.
They only had like 5 seconds left.
5 seconds, man.
Before the doctor stopped, the snap on the ankle and everything.
Crazy,
but me personally, I really do think Poirier was going to give it to McGregor. He had the reach on McGregor. He had the stamina on McGregor. McGregor looked like he hadn't practiced his cardio in a while. He started breathing heavy like towards the end of that first round. He got out of that clinch and didn't get that successful guillotine.
Right.
He got up tired, dude. Mouth was open, breathing, face was red and everything. So I don't know if he spent so much time being flashy and trash talking and buying suits and all of this stuff.
McGregor gonna win that fight, though. I don't
think so. I think Poirier had the advantage. Plus, he had a point to prove with all of that extra stuff that McGregor was going through. But
but what he said though, disrespect at the end of the fight though. Poirier said.
And which one? Because he gave it. He said some explicit stuff.
He said to the fans, "You can kiss his hair."
Yeah, man. He said you can kiss my whole A. The whole A.
And that's just not somebody, man, bro.
Man, I'm telling you.
He's no different than McGregor then when he said that.
No, I gotta disagree with that one. Because, man, Poirier was trying to keep it cordial. He was trying to keep it professional. McGregor was the one that kept coming with the hope your family die, hope you get shot, all this extra other stuff. So Poirier is mad. He feels disrespected. And anybody who want to support all that stuff that McGregor was talking about.
What he said to the fans.
Yeah, he was saying anybody who supported what McGregor was talking and all of them death threats, you can kiss my whole A too. You know what I mean? Because all that stuff was unnecessary. I agree with that. That whole extra above it. I don't know. It's psychological warfare.
Yeah, it is.
You're just trying to get into his head, get the dude off his game, get him so mad that he gonna make a mistake and do something stupid. You know what I mean? But it really backfired on McGregor.
Yeah,
because he was the one that ended up doing something stupid, not planting his foot. What they said in the Batman movie, find your surroundings, Bruce. You know what I mean? Right. He took that. And just think about how much pressure and how much of an off plant that he had to do to break it. It ain't less like, you walk, everybody that done it where you walk and step wrong and kind of twist the ankle a little bit. And you're like, oh, man.
That leg had already been hurt before.
That was exacerbated when he got him on that ground. You notice the clinch that he tried to put it. He was grabbing his foot and grabbing him in the guillotine, trying to, and I think that kind of extended that ankle a little bit. And then when he put that, but I think that's the end for McGregor, though.
Yeah, I do too.
Really, I don't think he can come back because anybody who fights is going to go for that ankle.
Last year, highest paid athlete on Forbes list.
But really, that didn't have nothing to do with his UFC. That was that extra stuff he did with Floyd Mayweather, plus his whiskey that he got.
Proper number 12.
You know what I mean?
So,
he got extra money from other stuff, and I think
he got paid for the fight last night too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anywhere from 10 million.
So I think he's going out. I wouldn't say he's going out with a whimper, but he ain't going out with a bang either. No. He kind of limping off.
He's limping off right now.
So, did you check out UFC 264? Did you think it was a good fight? Did you want Conor McGregor to win, or do you think he got what he deserved? Let me know, 812-303-5018 or on the Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Urban Revolution Radio, your boy Nino, Live 99. Let me know what you want to hear, 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. And if you are an independent artist or entrepreneur, you want to get your voice heard, get your music out there, make Live 99 your first step, because we are the only station in the tri-state that plays local and independent artists. And all you have to do is submit a clean MP3 version to ninoincognito@gmail.com with a brief description of what you got going on. And if it's on point, we'll show it some love, just like our next independent artist of the week, my man Zanny from the Ville. What's good, Zanny?
How you doing?
Chilling, man. What's good with you?
I'm coolin', man.
Who you got with you, man?
I got my buddy Hezo with me.
Hezo Al Shakur, big win checking there. What's happening with you?
What's good, Hezo? So, what's the relationship? This your producer?
Nah, this is my brother for real. But
it's your brother for real?
Yeah.
Oh, for real. All right, for sure. All right, well, you only need the music and the songs with you?
Yep.
Oh, y'all in it together? All right, brotherly love. We got it. So what's good, man? How long you been doing the rap thing?
I've been doing it probably about 3 years or so.
3 years. Who's your favorite musical influence right now? If you had to pick somebody
Right now, my favorite.
I mean, not it don't have to be like right now. Like who got you wanting to do music?
Honestly, I really admire the creativity of like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Bone Thugs and you just started rapping 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. What's your favorite Bone Thug song?
Mo Murder.
Mo Murder. You picked the most violent one. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, Bone Thugs. At least 1999 is my favorite one. Yeah, I love Bone Thugs. Yeah. You know, I think it's Crazy Bone's son has an album coming out. So it's supposed to be like Bone Thugs Generation 2 now. I think 2 of the Bone's children supposed to be doing an album. I know Crazy's Junior got a song coming out. And what's the taller light-skinned dude? No, the shorter light-skinned dude. Was that, which one was that? What is that? Busy Bone, I want to say.
Yep.
His son got an album coming out too. And I think them two supposed to be coming out. So look out, you know what I mean? It's all kinds of second generation Bone Thugs coming out. So of your songs, what's your favorite?
Probably my latest one, Late Night Tip. I like the features. Him and I got a lot too. Like Heater was our last video that we did. Oh, the video. So where can people find the videos and stuff at? It's on Twisted Culture's channel on YouTube.
Twisted Culture? Mm-hmm. Is this spelled the exact way? Just Twisted Culture. All right, gotcha. So be on the lookout for that one. And how many videos you got in the works so far?
So far, maybe like 8.
8 videos?
Maybe like 8. I'm not sure. That's a guess, but I say probably around 8. I'm not sure how many he got.
I got
Hezo?
Hell yeah, I don't even know.
Are you on the same page, on the same Twisted Culture YouTube page?
This is my boy. Like, whenever I started doing the music, he hopped in. He been doing this.
Put it a little bit closer to
It's my boy. Whenever I hopped in, he hopped in with me. So dug it together
and been doing it together. Y'all when was the last? Have you done any shows recently? When was the last performance you've done?
The last performance I did was the Blue Moon Bash at Sin City.
For sure.
Yeah,
Did it go off good? You like it?
Yeah, it went good.
Were you nervous?
No.
You wasn't nervous. See, that's what I don't understand. I to this day, and like I said, I've been rocking mics and been on microphones and all that stuff for about 30 years right now. You know what I mean? Going on. I'm 46 years old. But every time I open this mic, man, I still get nervous. I mean, it still give me butterflies. Even when we get on the stage and all that good stuff, having parties, I still get nervous. I can't even lie. So how you not nervous and you just started? How you not nervous? Is it just that much fun to you right now?
Yeah, for real. I just enjoy it. I enjoy the feeling, and I get up there and I just feel myself. Like I just feel myself. I just cancel out all that extra and just get up there and do my thing. Man, lose yourself, like Eminem say. You got to take advantage, for real. And what's the other song? Is that 48 bars? Is that? 48 bars. Yeah. Man, I got to tell you, I told D, 48 bars is one of my favorites right now, because that take me back to the lyrical days with cats would rap with no hook. That song, I like the way you just went all the way through the song, just straight rapping, straight music, and no breaks in it, man. If you haven't heard this song, this to take you back to those lyrical days. And this is what I'm talking about, especially in these days of what I like to call mumble rap. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's really no lyrical skill out here right now. It's really just if you can, not mess up the beat, right. You can survive. Maybe talk about something shiny in your lyrics or something, you know what I mean? But that 48 bars right there, the 3, I had to explain it to him. I'm like, that's 3/16, man. Right. That's just all straight through, no hook. That's hip hop culture right there. So I appreciate that song right there. It took me back in the day. So what you got in the work next? I got a couple things in the work right now. I got one song that's it's like real melodic and got piano going on, and that's called Cynthiana, and it's about when I'm getting locked up. And I got some other stuff going on. I'm working with this new producer around here named Carson Peach. And I ain't got a title for that song, but it's like a party song. It's like a showstopper. And that's all about the action. Who's your producer? Who produces most of your beats? Or do you have one consistent producer? Or do you just, whoever got the hottest beats up? Yeah, my most consistent producer has been, I guess, BL, Le Merchant down the street. Billy. He's been doing it. He was who got me started. Is that the one that did D Hicks that you want to show me to the other video with it, where he had kind of like the Blair Witch Project vibe in the video, kind of go? Okay, I know what you're talking about. I got you. So you say that's your like most consistent producer. Who else have you had other work with besides? Who did you just say that you work with besides him? I'm finna start working with Carson Peach, and we've done stuff in his home studio. Okay, and I've also Hezo, and you make beats too.
I don't really make the beats, but I produce and.
Oh, you got the lab and everything. Okay, I got you. So if you could pick anybody, because what was that? Was that the baby got in trouble for trying to put up on Twitter that he wished that he could do a song with Jay-Z, and then everybody slammed on him and everything, telling him he messed all that up because of that Megan Thee Stallion stuff, blah blah blah. But if you could pick anybody, famous or not famous, in and out of the music industry right now, to do a song with, who would it be?
Honestly, I'll probably say ESTG because he just been doing his thing down in Louisville.
Straight up?
Yeah, he been down there turning up for real.
Okay, so shout out if you're listening down there. Your boy's looking out to try to do a song with you. And you heard it first right here on Live 99. So what you got going on? What you got going on next? You say you working on the new song. What's the new video you say you working on? You say you got?
We ain't got the song picked out for the video yet, but he's got like a scripture of what he wants to do with the video, so it's gonna be something different.
So your man actually write the story. Well, what's your consistent producer? What's his name again?
His name is BL.
BL.
I'm talking about my videographer. His name.
The videographer. So you got a different.
You got a team.
Oh, okay. So you got a videographer. So what's the videographer's name?
His name's Wesley Dickin. He owns that Twisted Culture company.
Oh, okay. So he does the video. So your producer is the one that actually was in the video with you, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get it. I get the connection now. All right. I had the culture twisted a little bit.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun. You know what I mean? I had to kick a little joke in there every now and then. Oh, look at D with the jokes over there. But it's all good though. Like I say, man, if you're in here, man, if you're part of the independent artist culture down here, and you're an independent artist and want to get your music heard, because there's really no places down here where independent artists can really flex and do their thing. We're trying to push a couple of clubs down here to get the exposure and let people get on the mic, because I don't really want to, start charging artists. I hate it when, they throw the party and charge the artists to come rap and all that kind of good stuff. I think that kind of sucks. You know what I mean? So that's what we're trying to do with the, Urban Revolution Management. You know what I mean? Give artists a chance to flex their muscle. Let everybody know, the hip hop culture is not dead in Evansville, in the tri-state, by no means. You know what I mean? I hate hearing that. Talking about don't nobody make music in Evansville, don't nobody do it no more in Evansville. I hate hearing that. There's so many people still down here doing their thing down here in the Ville. And that's what Urban Revolution Management, the Urban Revolution Radio is all about, trying to get that voice heard again. So we got my man Zanny and my man Hezo in the building. Which one we got? Late Night Creep going into rotation. Late Night Tip. What I say? Late Night Creep. Who did Late Night Creep? That's it. That is a song. No, who is Late Night Creep? He about to Google it for you. We got Late Night Tip. I got my man Zanny in the building. Late Night Tip, and then we got you say the 48 bars. I'm gonna get that in rotation. I love 48 bars. That's gonna be a Nino favorite right there. So be on the lookout for them two. Got my man Zanny, my man Hezo in the building. They're gonna be our artists of the week all week long. And if you are an independent artist, be sure to submit your music to ninoincognito@gmail.com with a brief description of what you got going on, and make sure it's radio edited. Please don't make me have to radio edit it myself. That's a headache. I can do it, but I prefer if you send it to me radio edit, preferably, and let me know what you got going on, and we'll show it as much love as humanly possible. Thanks for stopping in the studio, Zanny.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Hezo, for coming in, joining the family. You know what I mean? And we'll catch y'all on the next go round, and be sure to check out Late Night Tip and 48 Bars right here on Live 99.
Lay Machine in the mix.
Zanny badass, A12 is what we do. Scratch on the pad that I'm facing the dead. Get going off the gas, I'm straight to the track. His any for a rapper, his any for a pack. With his rhymes or doms, I'ma make it right back. Come from the trap, yeah, I'm bumming like that. I stepped foot in his trap and he ran out the bag. Come from the trap, yeah, I'm bumming like that. I stepped foot in his trap and he... No more weaving and scheming, I'm stuck in the deep end. It's up when I see him, man, how you feeling? Fighting my demons by writing these lyrics. They say I swear I don't hear it. Call the jakes, man, I'm skipping my hearing. This music my fate, boy, and I'm so near it. One blunt to the head, and now I see clearly. Two blunts to the head, and they fear me, I'm fearless. Kiwi, I ain't got no weakness. Back from the dead, resurrect, I'm a phoenix. Man, I can't believe it's any on G that I wouldn't beat, but I ain't see it. Had to get the trap, man, I had to make it happen. Had to get the sex, man, I had to get the back end. Woo. Swear they ain't fucking with me on this one, man. Back to the basics, they be on fake. I know talking about me and I know they ain't take. The Oslo from the drug, think I need laces. Down I throw bigger folds, Zanny gon' break shit. Zanny from the pavement used to kicking in basements. Now I'm moving bows out the crib, I'm complacent. Now I'm doing shows around the ville like an hottest in the city, man. When they gon' face it? Thinking about scoop up right touchdown ASAP. Yeah, I get rocky and sock him, can't take that. I was so hot, he was the Glocky at a layback. Still I get aggressive on smoke, then say that. Still applying pressure, heads up where you stay at. Hold back, throw back, buddy, that's a fake act. Still I get aggressive on smoke, then say that. Scratch on the pad, then I'm facing the dab. Get going off the gas, now I'm straight to the track. His any for a rapper, his any for a pack. With his rhymes a dime, so I'ma make it right back. Come from the trap, y'all bumming like that. I step foot in his trap and he ran out the back. Come from the trap, y'all bumming like that. I step foot in his trap and he scratch on the pad, then I'm facing the dab. Get going off the gas, now I'm straight to the track. His any for a rapper, his any for a pack. With his rhymes a dime, so I'ma make it right back. Come from the trap, y'all bumming like that. I step foot in his trap and he ran off the back. Come from the trap, y'all bumming like that. I step foot in his trap and he no more waving and scheming, I'm stuck in the deep end. It's up when I see him, and fuck how you feeling. I'm fighting my demons by writing these lyrics. They say I swear I don't hear it. All the jakes, man, I'm skipping my hearing. This music, my fate, boy, and I'm so near. One blunt to the head, and now I say clearly 2 blunts to the head, and they fear me, I'm fearless. 2 blunts to the head, and they fear me, I'm fearless.
Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Dino and my man D Hicks. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB or facebook.com/Urban Revolution Management. Let us know what you want to hear. We'll get it on the air. And if you are an independent artist or entrepreneur like my man Zanny Bad A,
Zanny Bad A.
let us know. Give us a MP3 clean copy of what you got going on, and I email at ninoincognito@gmail.com. And if it's on point, we'll show you some love, and you might be our next independent artist of the week. This past weekend, Black Widow cleared the box office. Oh my God, pre-pandemic levels, almost 80 million. What,
That's
80
a lot of
million
money,
domestic
That's a lot of money, though.
box office. That's including going to the movie theater to see it,
Right.
and the
Streaming
HBO Max
services.
streaming, which I think that is a really good idea in this day
Right,
and
because
age.
a lot of
streaming
people,
it.
older people, can't get out to the movies, and I think it's a really good deal.
You know, and a lot of people got, you can
Yeah,
watch
comfort of
movies
your
and
home.
TVs anywhere, right? You can
Comfort
watch.
of your home.
You got the big 89,000-inch TV over here that you can watch. You know what I mean? If you got outside, you got watching on your cell phone if you're in the bathroom. So I think that's, and you don't have to wait until everybody's already seen it in the movie theater. You know what I mean? Spoiler alert and all that stuff. So it's been giving people the opportunity to see the movie how they want it, which a lot of people were fearing that the streaming was going to take away from people going to the theater.
No, younger people still like going to the movies. Older people don't like going to the movie.
And I think it's kind of in the reverse, you know what I mean? Because I think it's the older people who are still going to, because we still date. You know, I consider myself part of the older crowd, you know what I mean? I still like that movie theater experience. But I see there are some homebodies out there that just don't, all they do is Netflix and cable and maybe, Hulu and all that stuff. They don't like crowds. They don't like going to the crowded movie theater. They're even just waiting maybe a week. I used to do that, wait a week after it comes out when the price goes down, catch it at the matinee.
I did worse than that, dog.
What?
I'll wait to go to $2 movie show.
But see, it be so many spoilers out by then.
I know,
so you got to walk around with your hands over your ears just so you won't have to worry about people telling you what the movie is about.
Right,
but this gives people the opportunity to see it at home, when it comes out, you know what I mean, without at a discounted rate, with the Disney Plus or the HBO Plus and things like that, and still be able to keep up with the latest movies. And apparently it has not hurt their sales whatsoever, because they got 80 million at domestic box office and 60 million on Disney Plus.
That's a lot of money, bro.
You know what I mean? So they're not
$40 million, bro.
They're not hurting at all. Plus, you at like I said, the movie theaters, AMC, they're compensating the offset of people watching things at home with bringing UFC things that people usually watch at home to the theaters. That way, now you don't have to worry about going all the way to Las Vegas to have that in in arena experience.
experience.
You know,
enjoy it in the
right.
big screen.
When
at
you
the movie
10
theater.
rows, and you more than 10 rows back at any event, you might as well be watching it on the big screen.
You may as well bitch on home.
You know, so you really just there for the crowd experience and all that good stuff. So now you have that opportunity to be, you know, in that arena, front row. You know, you can sit as close to your TV as you possibly want to and act like you're right there. You can have somebody throw water on you like you can feel the sweat. You know, you can put the whole experience and be there just like, you know, without having to worry about, you know, paying, you know, outrageous prices for it. And I think that's kind of compensating. You know, they did, and it was, I think it was still like $75 to see the UFC fight. And I think the Black Widow comes with the Hulu or was the Disney Plus subscription. Do you know how much Disney Plus is? How much is Disney? How much is a Disney Plus subscription? Let's ask Google. How much is a Disney Plus subscription? Right now, blah blah blah. Pay price and plan. They started about $8 a month. They going at about the same price as Netflix, I guess. If you got the one TV set up, you get it for the $8 a month, then the annual subscription, $80 a year. Oh, then they got the bundle. Okay, so you know they're making up for it. You know all the stuff that people were normally going to the movie theaters to see, and maybe couldn't get to the theaters to see. They're bringing it to the home, and all the stuff that was people usually watched at home. You know what I mean? They're taking it to the movie theater. So if you want to act like you're going to the actual arena to see it, you know what I mean? Then they're gonna start serving. They're thinking about trying to start serving alcohol.
That's a bad idea.
No, it's great.
Alcohol's a bad idea, man.
No, have you been to the Showplace Cinema Dine-In Theater? Yeah, man. That is a beautiful experience. I went to go see Black Panther there, man, and they come out and go give you your food before your thing. You know what I mean?
That's a separate entity. But
I'm just saying,
in the regular movie theaters,
think about how if they brought that experience, the chicken wings and the beer feeding,
that's
the
cool.
UFC fight,
the chicken, yeah, man, but liquor, no.
Beer, yeah,
no.
They do it at the bars, at the sports bars all the time.
And Moneybag say you're doing too much.
Come on now, if Rick's and the KC's and all these other sports bars and stuff can get away with serving beer and chicken wings and having the fights, why couldn't even AMC do it? They already got the bar and the restaurant already set up there. All they got. I'm
not saying the chicken wings and all the snacks, bro, but adding liquor because you got little children there too.
Yeah, but you don't have to get the children beer. I mean, it's not like they bring it.
It's just too much, dog.
You don't think that they serve beer at baseball games?
I got drunk children man at the movie theater and they overserved me.
Come on, but you look. That same rule applies if you go to the sporting events and you take the kids to the sporting events, baseball, basketball, and there's beer being served there. You know what I mean? Same thing. So why not do it at the movie theater?
You got me, man. I told, dog.
So I think that's really good. Black Widow came in and did it. They killed it at the box office, in the theater, and they killed it at home for people who wanted to stream it.
Stay at home.
You know what I mean? So I think they're really, really on to something. They got the best of both worlds right now. I personally do not have a Disney Plus subscription. I have an off and on Netflix subscription. You know what I mean? Depending on what's playing
at that month,
I might keep that subscription. Right. You know, other than that, you know, I cancel it for the month or whatever, you know, just wait till something nice or something new comes out. But Black Widow killing it at the box office. I do want to go see that myself. You know, I'm an AMC stockholder, so I think I'm just going to actually go to the movie theater and see it. You know what I mean? You know, walk the walk, talk the talk, and all that good stuff. Have you seen Black Widow? Did you enjoy it? I was trying not to give out any spoilers from, you know, talking about people's reviews and all that kind of stuff. Because, man, there's crazy mixed reviews for this movie. And that's the one thing about it. I don't like really listen to the reviews before I go see a movie that I really want to see, because it'll kind of spoil it for me. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, this happened and I didn't like that. So I want to go in with a blank mind, blank slate. I had already heard enough, more really than I really wanted to hear about the movie at this point. So I'm trying to erase some young Mcgregor my brain out, you know what I mean? And meditate, get all that other stuff so I can go in with a blank slate, with a clear mind, and actually enjoy the movie. But let me know, have you seen Black Widow yet? Did you like it? What was your best parts? What are the worst parts? What do you think about it? Thumbs up, thumbs down. 812-303-5018. Facebook.com/live999WJCB. It's Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino. Your man D Hicks. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. And don't forget, you can check out a replay of every Urban Revolution Radio show on our podcast channel on the YouTube page, Urban Revolution Radio. All you have to do is search for it. Hit the link in our Facebook in the description. You can check out all the previous shows of Urban Revolution Radio with our previous artists of the week and all of that good stuff. We'll keep you on point. You never miss a show. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as usual, got my man D Hicks in the building. What's good, D?
What's good, Nino?
Chilling, man. Our independent artist of the week, Zanny B.A. Zanny Badass. You know what I mean? He got his song Late Night Tip in rotation. Plus, he got another one coming out that I'm gonna hit y'all with. 48 bars. Y'all not ready.
You love that song, don't you, man?
I'm telling you, I love it because it's pure hip hop to me on that one. That 48 bars is like an old school hip hop term, which represents 316 bars of a classic rap song. You know what I mean? With no hook. No, he just rapped the whole song all the way through. You know what I mean? And with no hook whatsoever. And I think it's going to be a even if it's not a hip hop classic, I love it. You know what I mean? I think it's a real tribute to old school hip hop styles. You know what I mean? So Zanny B.A., be on the lookout for that one. We got a late night tip in rotation. I'm going to give y'all 48 bars.
And homeboy Hezo. Be on the lookout for him too. He's
Hezo,
nice, bro.
Hezo Shakur. Yeah, we got him. He's another one. We got him in the holster right now. We're going to pull him out. Y'all ain't going to be ready. Y'all ain't going to be ready for Hezo Shakur for real.
Right.
So we got it. You know what I mean? That's what we do here. We're the home of the independent artists and entrepreneurs here on Urban Revolution Radio, because all about power to the people right now. You know what I mean? Power to the independent. You know what I mean? But non-independents like Jay-Z.
There we go again.
Man, you know, Jigga, he's billionaire status now, multi-platinum selling business owner, mogul, clothing, all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, you know, he still takes the time to sign autographs. You know, people still gather around him and catch him at his, you know, hotel room and all that good stuff everywhere he goes. You know what I mean? It's always somebody trying to get, you know, trying to get a signed autograph with him, souvenir and all that good stuff. People was bringing him like pictures this past weekend, you know, catching him outside of his hotel, his New York City hotel. I mean, not the hotel, but the Rock Nation headquarters in New York. And then as usual, people probably say bringing him pictures, sign this, shirts, clothes, album covers, that kind of stuff. But one fan brought him a baseball for him to sign.
Right.
And seemed to get a little bit, I guess, annoyed.
Wow.
By that, seemed a little bit confused, thrown off, and turned it down. You know, little white girl came in, brought him a little baseball to sign. Can you sign my baseball, please? You know, of course, you know, and Jigga turned and looked and said, I don't play baseball, and, you know, shook his head saying no and didn't sign the autograph. You know,
it's not good for public relations.
You know what I mean? Like I say, at that point, you really don't care. You know, Jay-Z, I can understand he really don't care. I see what the point he was trying to make. But on the other side, she's in front of Rock Nation headquarters. She know you don't play baseball, dude.
She knows that.
She knows who you are. That's probably just one of her, you know, precious items that she had.
Right.
You know, she could have had, you know, only thing she probably said, I'll get this. We're going to go out and get Jay-Z to sign. This is going to be so great. You know what I mean?
And then that have made her day a world. You never know what they'd have done for that little girl.
You know what I mean? And it's just, I think if you turning them down, you know, Eminem used to do that. He made a song about it, you know, like, don't catch me when I'm at dinner. You know, when you see me out with my kids and all that kind of good stuff. Don't, you know, if I'm coming out of the record label headquarters, if you see me coming out the back of the concert or somebody, yeah, I sign autographs and things like that, but don't ask me when you see I'm out trying to do something personal with my family, things like that. I can understand why artists don't want to sign autographs then, because they still want to have their personal time and respect it. But, you know, it don't matter. If people bringing you stuff to sign, it don't matter what it is, dude. If it's a shoe, shirt, picture, if you're going to sign it, sign it. Really don't matter. You know, she knows you don't play baseball. And I think that was really just kind of a high post, you know, thing to do. You know what I mean? He was feeling himself a little bit. You know, this little white girl coming in bringing me the baseball signs. You just think all black people look. I think that's kind of
Right,
where it
that's
went.
the way that it
I'm
went,
old.
right.
I'm not no baseball player. I rap. She knows who you are, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that was just kind of a
Because she was that close to him.
right. You know what I mean? It said, despite some over-enthusiastic fan reactions with celebrities recently, many seem to be handling the exchanges pretty well. Like last month, Justin Bieber wasn't asked to sign any sports items, but a video went viral showing him as he kindly asked a group of fans to stop waiting outside of his
Yeah, he
apartment
did. I
out of
seen that.
respect for his privacy. Like I say, which is cool. You gonna sign them all, and you don't sign none.
Right.
Justin Bieber asked, "Hey, can y'all please? I'm not signing no autographs today. I just want some personal time right now. I got y'all tomorrow. Y'all can come back, but just for today, please. You know what I mean? Can we? Me and my family. That's cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because even as a celebrity, everybody needs a little personal time. You know what I mean? You got to get that time to decompress, to be with your family, be by yourself, get your own thoughts together. You can't be in celebrity mode 24/7. But, like I said, either you're going to sign them or sign them all, or don't sign any of them.
Nothing
You know what I mean?
period.
Either you're going to shake everybody's hand when you go down the tunnel from the sporting event. Just put your hands up, shake everybody's hand, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Or don't shake nobody's hand. That selective kind of, I sign yours, but I'm not going to do yours. I do yours, I sign that, but I'm not going to do that. I really don't agree with that. This sign stuff to your hand.
So did he sign other autographs that were out there?
Yeah, he was signing all kind of stuff. He was signing shirts,
How old was
pictures.
the little girl?
I mean, it doesn't say how old she is, but if you look at the perspective of the picture, she looks very small. It looks like she's a little girl. Look at her hand. The hands don't even cover the baseball, so it doesn't look like she could have been more than 12 years old at the most.
She's crushed, dog.
You know what I mean? That I can believe that really hurt her feelings like that.
To be that close and dude just snug her.
And I say it would have been different if he wasn't signing any autographs from anybody. Okay, I got y'all there. You just keep going to the car with your head down limo. That's cool. But if you selectively signing stuff, then you look at this little white girl that got the baseball in her hand, and talking to her like she don't know who you are. You know what I mean? No, I'm not signing that. I don't play baseball. She knows that, dude. She
Right.
knows that shit. That was just
anything could have been wrong with that little girl, my man.
anything. Could have been special needs.
You feel him come from, man?
Anything, But that's his call. You know what I mean?
Wrong, dog.
I wouldn't sign it. I wouldn't, I say you either sign them or you sign them. I don't care. You bring a football, there
Right.
you go, jigger.
Yeah.
Jigger. You know what I mean? Get a stamp. You know what I mean? If you really don't want to get a stamp. Yeah.
Jigger.
Yeah, jigger. Yeah.
What?
But let me know. Was Jigger wrong for not signing the baseball for the little girl, or do you think he was right standing on it that he's not a baseball player, he's a rapper? Let me know. 812-303-5018. Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Bill Cosby is back in the news.
The pudding pop man.
Pudding Pop trying to get his comedy chops back, but it's not looking good right now. Bill Cosby knows that at least one place his return to stand-up comedy won't be handed him, according to TMZ, and that's one of New York City's most popular venues of comedy, telling him, nope, we don't want you there. That's the the Comedy Cellar in New York City's Greenwich Village. It's that's always kidding me how I spell Greenwich, but they say it's Greenwich.
What's the reason behind that?
Because it is a sexual misconduct charge, even though
He was heard all charged.
But it's just the same way with OJ and everybody. They did Louis C.K. the same way, Aziz Ansari the same way. Once you judge guilty in the court of public opinion,
right,
you're guilty. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hard to get back. OJ probably could have, made a somewhat of a I don't want to say comeback. You know what I mean? He could have made his way back as a halfway normal member of society after his overturned conviction. After his acquittal, if he'd have just stayed low. And that's the problem.
Right.
These cats, they get acquitted and they feel bulletproof. They think that they can just get right back. Everything's supposed to be normal. You can get back to doing whatever it was that you was doing before. Like, no, you're not bulletproof. You're doing it too soon. You got to let the fire die down. Wait till the next scandal pops up before you know, I would have said give it a year. You know, after this, you know what I mean? After this release, give it a full 365 of them. You know what I mean? Let people, you know, get past the pandemic, find something new to talk about, blah, 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 blah. And then it'll be like, oh, did you hear Bill Cosby trying to do a comedy tour now, man? It'd have been that kind of conversation versus, oh, he just got out of jail. He got 50 you in there. And ain't now you trying to come on comedy and I'm like, people getting they mad. You know what I mean? It's the same way they was mad when OJ got acquitted. You know what I mean? No, we don't want to come on. You don't want to do no interviews with you. We don't want you no guest appearances nowhere. We want you to just stay out of the way. Right. OJ couldn't sit still. He went up there trying to get his memorabilia back with the two goons.
Yeah, you know what I mean? OJ was tripping.
You know what I mean? So the same way Bill Cosby, he thought, okay, I'm acquitted. All charges dropped. I'm finna start a comedy tour right now. He had his agents started making phone calls before the cell door was open. You know what I mean? But a lot of these clubs, they're not gonna take that chance on that. Do you know how many clubs would get boycotted if they let Bill Cosby come?
Because you gotta deal with damn cancel culture.
Exactly. That's what we in. You gotta let people get over it first. Like if you've been acquitted, fine. Now you gotta let the story die down because people gonna be looking at it like, oh, that was just technicality. But once they see how the story went down, what the legal ramifications were, why Bill Cosby started talking in the first place. Bill Cosby was never arrested or an investigation.
Why he started talking?
Before, he got
because he had an ace card in his back pocket.
He had the deal. They were trying to get Harvey Weinstein. See what I'm saying? And they asked Bill Cosby, hey, you got some information on this? Because he's trying to buy NBC. So he thought that he was going to get Harvey Weinstein out by tricking on him. See what I'm saying? And then once they switched the prosecutors in there, whatever. They tried to go back and they tried to use the word that he said again, use the word that he used against him. You know what I mean? No, you can't do that. You know what I mean? He had the deal for immunity.
So
He's giving you everything. So
shame on him.
So I think he really just came back a little bit too fast because they pulled out the big guns on Bill. 50 women came back, dating all the way back 40 years ago. The latest was maybe 10 from like the 90s, maybe. I'd say about 20-something years ago, maybe late 90s.
50 women accused Bill of doing something.
51 women said that he was in some compromising situation where drugs were involved. Not that he gave them to him. None of them ever said that they saw him put things in his drink, that they went to the hospital afterwards and none of them. There's no record of any of that stuff, but they all remember it 20, 30. Oh, wait, I did feel a little funny after, and it's just me too.
Right,
like
me too.
I'm not on the jury. I was not in the room and any of that kind of stuff.
I wasn't there neither, dog.
But like I say, it's easy to pile on once that domino starts falling. All these women want to get, they start same way with R. Kelly. You know what I mean? None of these women ever said that R. Kelly forced them to do anything. He didn't kidnap anybody. They were all 18 years of age or older. You know what I mean? So it's just, he got convicted in the court of public opinion. Because what they say on Boondocks, don't you have a sense enough if you didn't want to be peed on or move out of the way?
Can we say that?
It was already been said. It's been on TV on a cartoon. You know what I mean? Move out of the way. You know what I mean? So like I said, but I think Bill Cosby is moving a little too fast right now.
Right.
He's not
Bill's
giving
83, 85.
Yeah, he feel like he don't have much time left.
Or what he could do, like Dave Chappelle did during the pandemic, man, have a show for people that want to come see you. You know what I'm saying?
A pay-per-view kind of show?
No. Dave Chappelle, he lives out in Ohio, of course, but he had his own property set up.
Oh, right. I got you.
So Bill wants to do that, man.
He could, that would be a person. That would be a private show that he could do. He could do a whole bunch of private shows. Yeah. I understand. I'll agree with you on that one. But trying to go to the comedy clubs and trying to go to Madison Square Garden and trying to go to whatever. Nah, they're not gonna do it with you, Bill. You got to slow down, dude.
Right.
Let the dust settle. You know what I mean? Let the stench from the prison get off you for a little bit. You know what I mean? Because you got locked up. You was in there for a couple of years. People, they piled it on you. So it's going to take a while to get it off you before you know it. But I think he's moving a little bit too fast. This same comedy club, like I say, they turned down Louis C.K. He was convicted in the court of public opinion for pulling his private parts out to a woman who was in his hotel, in his house, in his room. You know what I mean? You know, under the assumption that they was about to do something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when she didn't respond, she didn't respond. Okay, my fault. I thought we was on
my
something.
bad.
I thought we was on something, but he wasn't on that. Aziz Ansari, he had his little allegation about some woman who said that he was stalking her and made some kind of allegations and all that good stuff, made unwanted advances and all this kind of good stuff. He even issued a public apology and all this. Just like, man, I didn't even know you was taking it that way. I'm sorry, blah, blah. We ain't seen nothing from Aziz Ansari in a while. You know what I mean? So they quick to cancel right now. The court of public opinion with the internet, Twitter, social media, and all that good stuff, you will get found guilty way before you end up court.
You even hit the
change of venue really don't matter. You know, you can go from whether you want to think you want to go to a less conservative venue to a more liberal venue or vice versa. You know what I mean? Maybe that, but it's not like you're going to find somebody that don't know about your high profile case.
Exactly.
Somebody like Bill Cosby, Aziz Ansari, Louis C.K., Chris Brown, R. Kelly, Michael. You can't go anywhere in the world and think somebody's not going to know anything from the public opinion court and not bring that. They ask you when you go to jury duty, do you think you have the ability to make a rational decision without this? Yeah, but we're all human. You can't unhear something on the news. You can't unfeel an emotion once you've felt it, once you've made that decision. Oh, I think he's getting, you can lie about how you feel just so you can get on the court or on the jury and, oh, he's guilty. I know he's guilty. You can act like you're going to be, unbiased.
Yeah, it never happened.
You know what I mean? But yeah, everybody comes in with their own preconceived notions of president. Just some are more willing to change them.
Right.
Some are a little bit more open-minded than others. We all come to our little conclusions once we hear news of some kind. We make our own little judgments, you know what I mean? Just some, are more open-minded and willing to change it. But I don't think Bill Cosby is giving people enough time
to just
to dig into the facts if they want
really
to. Just let the dust settle. Because it's going to be a lot of these stories that's going to come back, oh, that wasn't true, or that wasn't true, because he's going to file civil lawsuits.
Yeah, it's over.
And all that good stuff. So it's going to be a whole bunch of stuff that's going to come out. He's going to have to undig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which can't be taken the wrong way, because it's going to look like now you attacking the so-called victims. You know what I mean? When I say quote unquote victims,
I'm gonna keep quiet.
But that's what it's gonna look like when you start trying to disprove what rape or sexual assault victim saying is true. They always going to spin it like you're trying to attack the victim. Whether the victim, there have been opportunities where these victims, some of these so-called victims have been shown to lie. They've been lying.
He has the right to, though.
Yeah, he has the right to. But just because you can doesn't mean that you should all the time.
That you should, but in
just because he can get up there and try to get a comedy show at the comedy tour started doesn't mean that you should right now. It's not the time, Bill. Chill out. You know what I mean? Get your civil suit together if you're going to do it that way, or just let the dust settle. But I would say give it at least a year or so before you start trying to get back into the public eye. Because, man, you've been in the public eye in a negative way for a long time. Let people make their decisions again in the public once they start seeing what stories were true, what stories weren't true, and all that kind of Same way with Bill Clinton. When Bill Clinton and that Monica Lewinsky, I'm just saying, but when Bill Clinton and that Monica Lewinsky stuff came out, everybody was like, "Oh, he preyed on this little girl. He's a younger, Bill." You know what I mean? But then you find out, okay, Linda Tripp told you to keep the dress. Why would you keep the dress? Why are you doing that? Why are you stalking the press? You know what I mean? Exactly. You see where the setup was coming in. Now Monica Lewinsky is trying to get her new she's got a new TV
show coming out.
You know what I mean? But you gotta let it die down. You gotta let the public opinion change a little bit. Because even Monica Lewinsky, she couldn't come out and just start trying to get a job immediately. She didn't go right back. She had to let it die down. Your reputation is a little bit wild right now. You know what I mean? So you gotta let that die down. She didn't, technically she didn't do, I ain't gonna say she didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? You had sex with a married man in his house.
Right, in the house.
In the house. You know what I mean? So yeah, you were dead in the wrong on
Right,
that one
dead
too.
wrong.
She wasn't no kid. She was a grown woman. She was over 21 years old. You fully capable of making your decisions. You knew he was a married man. You knew what you was going in there for.
In the house.
You know what I mean? No matter how powerful he is or the president, you know he was a married man. So it's, you know, it takes two to tango. Takes two to tango. And I just think, you know, sometimes you got to let the dust settle, let it die down. Bill Cosby coming back a little bit too fast trying to do these comedy tours. So let me know what you think about it, though. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Should Bill Cosby continue to try to pursue that comedy tour, or should he just chill out with a pudding pop? Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018. Facebook.com/live999WJCB. And if you are an independent artist or entrepreneur and want to get your voice heard, like my man Zanny Badass has got his new joints coming out. They got the late night tip and 48 bars coming out. You know what I mean? Got them being have them in constant rotation now as our independent artists of the week. And if you missed the interview, you can always catch the replay on our podcast at the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Urban Revolution Management, the Urban Revolution Radio podcast, and check out Zanny Badass.
That's one
with
heck of a
late night
name,
tip, you know what I mean? So, but here in Leavenville, local news also, police confirmed one person is dead in a hit and run incident this following weekend on Evansville, let's say 1300 block of Florence Street. What's that like? So it's the west side a little bit?
Fulton Square Apartment.
Fulton Square Apartments over there.
Yeah.
That's west side a little bit, okay? And say the coroner's office identified the victim as 39-year-old Patrick Adams. You say you knew this dude back in the day? So they say he was in a fight earlier that day and threw something at one of the vehicles that struck him, and then the vehicle, I guess, put it in reverse, came back and hit him and killed him. Said before leaving the scene, police say the suspect backed up over Adams, and they say he was taken to the hospital, but he died from his injuries, and no one has been arrested at this time. The police asked if anyone has any information about, you know, this incident that happened Saturday over there at the Food Project for Patrick Adams, to give them a call at their local police station, the Adult Investigations Unit at 812-436-7979. And also the police are investigating a business window that been busted out here at the Napa Auto Parts. Yeah, it got wild. Got wild over here.
Oh, man, busting windows now.
Throwing rocks at windows, running people over, gunshots in the air, coming down the wrong way. It is getting wild now that the world is trying to open back up. And I think it's about to shut down.
It's shut down. Anyway. September is over with, Jack.
This Delta variant is, you know, I mean, people get, like I said, things are just happening too fast. Just like Bill Cosby coming back into the spotlight too fast. Right. We are opening this country way too fast. We still got over 50% of people still saying that they don't want to get the shot because they don't trust it.
They fear of it, bro.
You know what I mean?
Scared of it. Then it's something now you gotta get a booster because of the Delta variant.
Yeah. They was talking about the booster even before the Delta because
right.
they didn't know how
but now they're talking about the people who got the shot that think they're fully vaccinated.
They still gotta
get a booster now.
Yeah, you know, so I'm really just trying to wait till they work all of this stuff out.
Right. So if we do decide to get the daggone COVID shot, you're not covered.
And they don't know how long it's covered for. Even when you get it, they don't know how long the immunity lasts. It has to, you know, they call it light speed. It was brought out at light speed. Right. You know what I mean? And this is exactly what's happening. It's happening at light speed. Just like it's stuff happening way too fast. People coming out and they don't know how to act in public.
There you go.
They don't know how to act in society no more. They had been locked up too long. You know, like I said, the man came out, that happened at Napa Auto Parts Saturday morning. Which one did it say? It's not saying which Napa Auto Parts store it is, though. Say the police said an employee came to work and found that the front window of the business had been busted out and some tools had been missing. So, I mean, you know, that's going to end up at a pawn shop real quick.
He's already gone there.
You know, he showed his still no tools to try to build a deck. So he going to sell him, whoever did that. So the police report shows Napa Auto Parts received an alarm about 5:30 in the morning, but it was not dispatched and no key holder responded at the time. So the dude had plenty of time to go in there and
that was an inside job, Jeff.
Could be.
No key holder responded.
You know, so I mean, could have just been just nobody heard it. Somebody just had their phone off. Maybe the manager just didn't hit it. Wasn't expecting the alarm to be going off. Who's going to break into Napa Auto Parts?
There's one damn fool.
I know one. There's always one. There's always one.
In the crowd.
You know, so that's what's happening here in Evansville. It's getting crazy around here. Hopefully things get to calming down a little bit. You know what I mean? We'll see how it goes now that the world is trying to open back up. Maybe it's about to shut back down again. Don't do it all over again. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99. Yo, and that will do it for another edition of Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks in the building. Did you have as much fun as I did,
man? Been a blast, bro.
Glad you did, man. And UFC 264, if you haven't checked it out, I'm sure they got a whole bunch of replays being played on Facebook and YouTube. You can watch Conor McGregor break his ankle.
That was ugly, dog.
Man, that was ugly. I'm glad the bone didn't come out the skin, man. Have you ever seen that before when the bone come out the skin when they break it?
Yes.
Ooh, that's terrible. But, you know, I mean, check out all the replays. You know, you can decide whether or not you think Conor had a chance of winning if the fight would have continued. You know, we got like the over here, Conor McGregor fans think he probably would have had a chance, but I don't think he did. But you can decide for yourself. And if you are an independent artist or entrepreneur and you want to be considered one of our independent artists of the week slots here on Urban Revolution Radio, like Zanny Badass here, well, it's going to be our independent artist of the week this week. All you have to do is submit a clean MP3 version of your music and a brief description of what you got going on to ninoincognito@gmail.com. And if it's on point, we'll show it some love and you can be our next independent artist or entrepreneur of the week. And that will do it for today's show. You can check back in with us tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel from 8 until 10. And you can check the replay on our podcast on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Urban Revolution Management. It's been a blast. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.